What is going on YouTube? Thought I would go ahead and shoot my Nationals recap video. I just had to wait till later in the week till some other stuff came in, because I got another video to shoot after this showing off some Clay Matthews stuff, and I just wanted to go ahead and knock out both videos today. But anyway, first off, like everybody else's video you've watched, I had an absolutely awesome time. It was a lot of fun. First Nationals for me. First day it was a little overwhelming. There was just so much stuff everywhere. It was just unreal. No way you could cover it all in a day. And even on the second day when I went back and kind of had an idea of where I had and had not been, I still found tables that evaded me. It was pretty crazy. But throughout all of that, the entire show, I did not buy very much whatsoever. I bought one card for me, and the rest of the stuff I bought was just little stuff out of the dollar boxes that I searched through that I picked up for other people. Some really cool old inserts and stuff like that. But as far as Clay Matthews stuff, there was one card at the entire show that I did not have in my collection already, and the price on it was way too high. I'd pay maybe half of what he was asking, so I didn't even try to bargain with him because his prices were high on everything. But anyway, literally the one card I picked up for myself wasn't even football. It was this right here, an autograph from 2012 UFC Finest Moments Randy Couture autograph. One of my favorite MMA fighters of all time. I believe the first day I was there, I was even wearing a Randy Couture shirt. I believe that's what it was. But anyway, really cool autograph. Picked it up from a seller. Got it for 20 bucks, and that was my only personal purchase. Yeah. So, but this right here is stuff from fellow tubers that was handed to me throughout the show. Thanks everybody for everything they gave me, and just for shaking my hand, meeting me, and hanging out. Had a blast with a lot of people. I'll get to those people a little bit later in the video, but first I'll just go ahead and quickly show what was given to me. This was handed to me by Scott, Mr. Jayhawk, from the Panini packs. This was an Eddie Lacy rookie card, numbered 91 out of 499. Love the look of this card because it doesn't have him in a 00 uniform. It has him in his actual number 27, which I like that number. That was my high school baseball number, so thought that was pretty cool. So thank you, Scott, very much. This next card was given to me by Everett Wenzel 8888. He actually gave me two cards, but one of them is currently sitting on my desk in my bedroom. I just realized that's where it was. I'll go ahead and give you an idea, or just tell you what it was. It was from 2012 Topps Chrome. It was a Charles Woodson Gold Refractor out of 50. Very nice looking card. I'm just not going to go get it right now. But the other card he gave me is completely badass. It is an autographed rookie card of Randall Cobb from Bowman Sterling. Bowman Sterling is always a nice product, and that is a good looking rookie card right there. So, thank you, Everett. Thank you very much for that. This card right here was given to me by Tyson, Mr. Magdorn. Beautiful card. I was just standing. He came up from behind me and put his arms around me and put this right in my face just like so. From the new National Treasures football, this is a two-color Pro Bowl Colossal Patch, numbered 42 out of 49, Mr. Charles Woodson, future Hall of Famer Charles Woodson. Sad to see him go. I understand why we let him go in his age. The last two seasons he hasn't been healthy, broke his collarbone twice, hasn't played a lot of games, but while he was in Green Bay, I mean, he's one of the best corners that ever played this game, and he is going to be missed. Such a good guy. Really, really good guy. Did a lot for did a lot off the field for people, and still continues to do so. So wish him the best of luck in Oakland. But thank you very much for that card, Tyson. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Then this card right here was given to me by Brett, Mr. BBF21, Boston Broncos fan 21. We were sitting around the table down in the hotel bar, and he was busting some boxes, and he busted 2 boxes of 2009 Upper Deck Signature Stars, and for the most part they were complete trash, and he'll even tell you that. But inside he did pull out this Matt Latos Top Prospects rookie card, and he handed it over to me. I was really happy with that because Matt Latos is my favorite pitcher in all of baseball. I just love watching this guy pitch. Big, huge guy. Throws straight over the top. Not too many guys do that anymore. Just really fun to watch this guy pitch. So thank you for that, Brett. And this one Brett gave me as soon as we met. We were on the way up. We checked into the hotel and heading up into the room, and he handed me that bad boy right there, Mr. Clay Matthews from the new 2013 Score. That is the magenta printing plate, 1 of 1, and that card is beautiful. He knew I was putting together the entire 2013 Score rainbow. Didn't really think about including the printing plates, but now that he got me one of them, I suppose I pretty much have to go after the other 3. So, thank you for that, Brett. Love that card. So that was the first Clay Matthews that I got for the weekend, and I hadn't even stepped foot in the show. So, thank you very much for that. On to the next 2. These next 2 cards came from Ryan, Mr. RBI Crew. He called me. I got out to the show on Thursday, and he sent me a text message on Wednesday asking me about this card, and then called me and asked me if it was one that I would be interested in. And I said, hell yes, love this card. Wanted it for my collection. From 2007 Allen and Ginter Baseball. I'm collecting these framed mini autos of non-baseball guys. Just kind of pop culture people and stuff like that. But this is the one he told me about that he ran across, and he just handed this to me when I got to the show. I had planned on buying it, and he just threw it my way. Mr. Mark Zupan. There's a documentary on him called Murder Ball, and it's incredible. This guy is awesome. Awesome, awesome guy. Bound to a wheelchair, paralyzed, and plays. He still does extreme sports and everything. It's pretty awesome to see. He was also in one of the Jackass movies, and they strapped some rockets to his wheelchair and shot him off the end of a dock into a lake, and he did a backflip, and supposed to guess he was already paralyzed, so what was the worst that was going to happen, I guess, was their thinking there, if there was any at all. But really happy to have that card. And then he told me he picked this one up. And it was just, he said it was in one of his boxes, he'd have to dig it out, but he did have it for me. And when one of the many times when I stopped by his table, he goes, I got it. And he grabbed into a box and found it and threw it out on the case to me, and I asked him how much, and he told me nothing. And I insisted on paying for it, and he said no. So, thank you for this, Ryan. This card is just so fucking cool. From 2011 Allen and Ginter Baseball, we have got an autograph of Wee Man. His name's Jason Acuna, but everybody knows him as Wee Man. I think he's so freaking awesome. I'm really liking the cards I've been able to pick up for this, and the 2013 checklist is incredible. There's quite a number of guys that I'm going to be going after, but that one right there is beyond awesome. So Ryan, thank you very much for those. Really appreciate it. They're going to sit very well in my collection. And the last of the hookups from Nationals. This was completely unexpected and just completely badass. Sevens, Mr. Michael Wilkie, was standing next to me, and he's like, hey, you collect Clay Matthews, don't you? I'm like, well, yeah, I do. And he goes, well, do you have the accolades of him? And I'm like, no, I do not. Well, he reached into his sack, pulled this bad boy out, and said, now you do. And that thing is freaking gorgeous. From I think it's 2012. Yep, 2012 Playbook. We've got the accolade signatures of Clay Matthews. Beautiful card design. There's been a few of these up for sale, but not many, and I've never pulled the trigger on any of them. And now I don't have to. Numbered 34 out of 49. So, man, how cool is that card? Really happy to have that in the collection. Thank you very much for that, Michael. And that there concludes the card portion of this video from the 2013 Nationals. Thank you to everybody who gave me something obviously more than expected. You didn't have to give me anything. I just wanted a handshake and maybe a few reach arounds, and I got all of the above, so I'm a happy camper. But on to by far the coolest thing I could have possibly picked up at Nationals. Beyond happy with how this turned out. I wanted something to remember Nationals by, and I didn't want to just like take pictures or anything like that. I wanted a piece of memorabilia that would fit very well into the YouTube PC, and I believe I did that. And this thing's still so cool. I still look over it and looking at all the signatures I got from everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and show it to everybody else. This is a championship cheese belt that I found, and I had tons of tubers sign this thing, and it turned out unbelievable. I'm going to go through the names fairly quickly, but just like every one of my videos, my shit is totally slow and will take forever. We'll start left to right. Over here we've got Nick, Yankees fan 95. Up here we've got Mr. BBF21, Brett Hager. What happens at Nationals stays at Nationals. That's what you think. You haven't got your VD test back, buddy. What we got here? We got Partly Cloudy 531, Matt. Great guy, really nice meeting him. Just like I expected. And you know what? Everybody was just like I expected. I thought everybody would be complete fucking dickheads, and I was right. It didn't shock me whatsoever. Right here we've got, I believe, yeah, that is Sean, Coke Dealer. Signed her upside down there. Right here in the middle we got Joshua Ring, Squall 2828. Roomed with him and Smitty on Thursday night when we got in town. Josh, great meeting you, man. Really enjoyed it. Down here at the bottom we've got Tyson Hauser, Mr. Magdorn. Right there we got Ryan Curtis, Dominus Infinitus. Up top here we've got the King, K Midas 16, Mr. Bob Wilkie. Right there, right in the middle, Double Check Baby, Big Fish 7499, Jason Cristofani. Awesome signature there, Jason. God, that guy is unbelievable. So much energy and so damn funny. It was great meeting Jason. Right down there in the bottom, I spent a lot of time walking around the show and digging through bargain boxes with that guy right there, Mr. Everett Wenzel, Wenzel8888. Right there we've got Scott Landers, Jayhawk. Scott, always a pleasure hanging out with you. Scott just lives up the highway from me, so I get to see him at Ryan's trade night. Always a pleasure. That name right there, Mr. Eric Zimmer, the Raven Fans 516. Eric, great meeting you, man. Really nice guy. Enjoyed hanging out with you on Thursday night at the old Comfort Inn. Down here, we've got Drew, Mr. Lefty NDV10. Drew, awesome meeting you, man. I hadn't really spoken to you beforehand, but I do watch your videos. Really cool Chipper Jones collection. Picked up some really nice cards not too long ago. Just watched his Nationals recap, and holy shit, that guy picked up some loot. But really great meeting you. Thank you for letting me sign your baseball. Right up above him, we've got Sam Kind 4. Sam, what can I say, man? Great hanging out with you again. Always got stories when it comes to you. It's awesome. What we got right here? Right there, Jericho. Michael. Everybody's calling him Michael Bench. The Johnny Bench collector. Michael, absolute honor meeting you, man. You have one of the most impressive player PCs I have ever seen in my life. Super nice guy. Really enjoyed the conversation we got to have on Thursday night. Look forward to speaking to you some more. So, awesome meeting you. Up above him, we've got Scott2244, French Pickles. Scott, man, it was an honor meeting you. Really enjoyed hanging out with you at the show for a little while, and also at the lounge down in the old DoubleTree. Really enjoyed hanging out with you, man. Nice meeting you, and look forward to meeting you again in the future. Right here, we're going to roll around, and had one guy sign right there on the back of this thing, and that is Alex, Mr. Army ATC 22. I can feel you on the inside. Damn straight. Awesome inscription there. And then, right here, check that out. Backdoor galore. Mr. Jesse, Tammy husband. Jesse, man, I'm so glad you and your wife were able to make it down to the show and meet up with everybody on Saturday. Honored to meet you. You're one of the best guys out there in this community, and a fellow Packers fan to boot, so honor meeting you, buddy. And I do believe I have two more, actually I got a few more signatures to go over here. We got right there, Mr. Ryan RBI of RBI Crew 7. Ryan, I already said enough about you, man. Great guy. Right there, we've got Neil, Mr. Crew 7. Neil, awesome guy. Worked him, Ryan, and Tyson. I don't know how they're still breathing, man. Them guys worked it nonstop at that damn show. They had to be like zombies and just on autopilot. It was ridiculous. But RBI Crew 7. Great hanging out with you guys again. Up there at the top, we got Mr. Michael Wilkie 7s, AR Falcon 77. A hole. Yeah, that is a hole, and it's tight. Down below him, the last autograph I'm showing on here, signed right in the middle, we've got Mr. Christopher Fralin. Sictomatic. Very, very good usage of the little hole right there. Sictomatic. Tommy Golf 85. Man, Tommy, wish you had been there. I know you appreciate that, buddy. Hopefully you'll be able to go to next year's Nationals, and if I go, man, I really hope I can meet you. So, but yeah, down there, last signature, we've got Mr. John Smith, J.W. Smitty 80, with the "I was here" inscription. You were there often, and maybe not often enough. I'm kind of having withdrawals. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up how badass my Nationals was. Even though I didn't pick up a lot of cardboard myself, other people gave me a great amount of stuff, and I got everybody's signature on this, and that is exactly what I wanted. So, thank you very much, everybody. It's a pleasure hanging out and meeting all of you. I can't wait to do it again. And yeah, that is my Nationals recap. Stay tuned for a video with some badass Clay pickups. I know everybody out there wants to see them because, well, he's Clay Matthews and he's a badass. And anyway, that concludes my video. Take care, everybody. I hope you guys have had a great week. I can't believe it's already been a freaking week since I was in Chicago. It doesn't seem like it happened. It's pretty much shitty. I'm ready to go back. But thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Later.